What if you could go back in time and fix your single biggest regret? Today, we're diving into a story that explores exactly that and shows how a second chance doesn't always lead to redemption. Sometimes it leads to total ruin. This is Reincarnations Regrets.
So just imagine this. A man named Jared is standing over his dying wife, Jamie, and his last words to her, it's not "I love you," it's this gut punch of a confession about another woman. In his first life, that one regret poisoned everything.
But then, something impossible happens. They both wake up, sent back 10 years. They're kids again, but they remember everything from the life they just lived. A total do-over. I mean, what would you even do with that kind of power? So they land at this really critical moment. Exam results are out, and the choices they make right now are going to define their entire second lives. And Jamie, remembering his deathbed confession, is determined to stop Jared from making the same exact mistake all over again.
And you can see the problem right away. Jared is a certified genius, the top scorer in the entire country. Sierra, the woman he's obsessed with, she barely scraped by with a score of 200. Jamie is practically begging him, laying out the facts. Why would you throw away a brilliant future for this?
But Jared, he sees the second chance completely differently. To him, Jamie isn't helping, she's interfering. He's had it with what he calls her meddling, so he cuts her off completely. He declares that this time he's going to prove he can have it all, Sierra's love and success, all by himself.
And just like that, one single choice sends them down two completely different roads. The simple decision of which university to go to, well, it becomes the decision that changes absolutely everything. You just can't get more opposite than this. Jared, completely fixated on fixing his past regret, throws away his top national score to follow Sierra to a local community college. But Jamie? She's free from that past now. She aims as high as she can and gets to Harvard. One is trapped by a memory, and the other is finally building a new future.
So what happens next? Well, their paths split, and fast. One of them starts climbing straight to the top, while the other begins a fall that is just catastrophic.
Let's start with Jamie. For her, things start paying off right away. She becomes a local hero, the first person from her community to ever get into Harvard. And she doesn't just go, she thrives. She's impressing famous physicists and getting praised for her remarkable thinking. For the first time, she's really shining, all on her own. But for Jared, oh, it is a completely different story. His romantic dream quickly turns into an absolute financial nightmare. His path to love is paved with some really bad choices.
It all kicks off when Sierra demands a $50,000 designer bag. To pay for her expensive tastes, she pushes Jared into taking out these super high-interest payday loans, basically borrowing from loan sharks. Almost overnight, he's $80,000 in debt.
And their genius plan to get out of this mess? They try to become famous online as the cutest academic couple. Yeah, that backfires, big time. Real debt collectors literally storm their apartment during a live stream, exposing their whole financial disaster to a massive online audience. Humiliating.
So Jared tries to use his knowledge of the future to rebuild the business he had in his first life. He goes to the same amazing coders he worked with before, but they turn him down flat. His viral fame and his community college status have totally destroyed his reputation. It's a brutal lesson, right? Knowing the future means nothing if nobody in the present takes you seriously.
And it just keeps getting worse. After fighting with roommates and breaking campus rules, Jared gets expelled. Not from a top school, but from the very same community college he chose just to be with Sierra. He has officially hit rock bottom.
And this is where things go from just bad to so much worse. With no school, no money, and no credibility, desperation pushes them from personal failure right into the world of serious crime.
Get this. Jared actually uses his future knowledge to build this incredible piece of software, worth $8 million. But when he pitches it, he gets shut down. The company explicitly rejects him because of his controversial videos and his community college degree. And the irony is just crushing. They say they prefer working with teams from places like Harvard, the exact life Jamie is living and the one he threw away.
So Sierra, completely desperate, comes up with a scheme. She starts selling fake diet pills. Then she gets her cousin to pretend to be a loan shark to scare someone for money. But the whole thing spirals out of control, and in the chaos, Jared's mother is accidentally killed.
And after all that horror, the real loan sharks show up. They hold Jared responsible for everything. And his debt?
It explodes to an impossible $1.5 million. He's trapped. There's literally no way out.
Okay, so the cops are closing in, they've got nowhere to run, and everything is about to come out. The final secrets are revealed, and the true cost of this second chance is about to be paid in full.
So Sierra, completely cornered, she starts talking. And what comes out is just a waterfall of confessions and lies. She admits to killing Jamie's father, but then she lies, saying he assaulted her. Then, just to twist the knife, she lies again, claiming she's pregnant with Jared's child, trying to manipulate him to the very end.
But Jamie, she is not the same person from their first life. She is not a victim anymore. She confronts Sierra, not with tears, but with cold, hard evidence. Photos that prove Sierra was at the scene of his mother's death. This is her moment, where she finally declares that she owes them nothing.
So in the end, this is how it all shakes out. Jared is sent to prison, his second life an even bigger failure than his first. Sierra is exposed for the murderer and manipulator she truly is. And Jamie, by choosing her own path, not only finds her own success, but gets justice for her family.
But here's the kicker, the truly tragic part. After 2 entire lifetimes of failure, Jared's final thought is that the problem wasn't his obsession or his horrible choices. No, he thinks the problem was that he and Sierra just didn't know how to love properly. He learned absolutely nothing.
And that really gets to the heart of this whole story, doesn't it? Jared got the ultimate gift, a chance to erase his biggest regret. But by trying to fix the past, all he did was create a much, much bigger tragedy. It really makes you wonder, when a second chance comes along, are we fixing old regrets, or are we just making brand new ones?